Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about something that makes me the teeniest bit uncomfortable, but I have made a commitment to be a channel that doesn't shy away from things that make me a little just if it's something that could actually be beneficial to my followers. So I thought today I would do a quick overview and give you my thoughts and opinions about this product that I'm about to show you. As you already know from the title, this video is going to be all about the Lilova period proof panties. I do want to say before I get started that Lilova has been kind enough to give me a 20% discount code to give to my viewers. I don't get anything out of this discount code. It's just something that they offered to me since I'm making this video. So if you watch this video and you decide that you want to give Lilova a try, make sure you click the link to their website down in my description box and use my code MAMA20 to save 20% on your first purchase. I mentioned these in one of my last videos, basically about postpartum recovery, and I was talking about what my postpartum bleeding was like and just kind of the things that I went through related to the whole postpartum era of my life. And one thing that I mentioned was that I had started using these to deal with my period irregularity that came as a result of having a baby. Just after you're done breastfeeding, it takes quite a while for your period to really get back into a normal schedule. And what I had mentioned in that video is that I wish I'd known about these when I had first had my babies so that I could have used these for my postpartum bleeding as well. And that seemed to be something that really interested you guys. For me personally, I've just found after having a baby that I have certain days where tampons just don't work for me, and I really don't know why. They just cause me pain now on some days. I've never been able to wear pads, and that has been a really, really big problem for me now that tampons don't always work. So I started using these, which I'll unpackage them and show you in a minute, to kind of deal with that fact. And I've actually just fallen so in love with these, and they're something that I'm gonna keep using because I just think they're fantastic. So today I'm gonna break down how these are designed, how they work, what the sizing is like. I'm gonna talk about how you clean them, and I'm also gonna talk about kind of my experiences with them and how I've optimized my usage of these to make them really, really work for me. So if that's something that you're interested in, stick around because we're gonna get all into it today. So the whole concept of these Lilova undies is that they are designed to hold 2 tampons worth of blood. And I'm gonna be saying that word a lot today. I'm sorry if it makes you uncomfortable. It makes me a little uncomfortable too, but we're gonna normalize it because we gotta talk about this stuff. So 2 tampons worth is approximately 200 milliliters of blood, and I have put this to the test and it actually really, really does work. The reason why I was attracted to these, and I'll show you a couple different styles in a minute, is that these are so unbelievably thin. They just feel like regular panties. I have worn these to bed, I've worn them underneath jeans, I have worn them out for a full day, and I've just not had any problems with them at all. And one of my biggest issues, and the reason why I don't like pads, is because 1, they tend to shift on me for some reason, and I end up having leaks. 2, they sound like a diaper. And 3, I just, the texture of them, the whatever, I just cannot stand them. I was able to wear these in just about every scenario since I've started using them, and I've just had no problems whatsoever. The design of these underwear are actually really, really cool. There are 4 layers. The first layer is a moisture wicking cotton that's designed to really draw all of that fluid inward so that it stays off of you and you keep feeling dry. The second layer is an antimicrobial lining, which is designed to stop bacteria from forming, which is what makes odors happen. The next layer is a super, super absorbent fabric, and that's what's designed to absorb 2 tampons worth of blood. And the last layer is a leak-resistant nylon that's designed to continue helping you feel dry and keep leaks from happening. And all of that is inside this really, really thin, paper thin lining. You can see here that there's almost nothing to this lining. And to be honest, I don't fully understand how it's done. It's like magic to me because when I wear a pad and it's this thick, I don't understand how this is doing the same amount of work as a pad that's this thick. I do not get it. I chose 3 different styles. The one that I tend to like the most is the Mia Cheeky. This is more like a bikini, but what I like about this is that it's so thin, I'm actually able to wear this under most of my jeans and you don't get any kind of a panty line. I did try another style, which is the amber bikini. It looks like this, and I'll be honest, this is not my favorite style, and that's probably because I don't like the way bikini bottoms fit anyway, but I gave these a try just to see how they would work for me. I did find that I got a little bit of a panty line with these because they have more of a piping around the edges, I guess, and I just generally found them to be not as comfortable. Now the last one, and I just ordered a brand new one, and I wanted to show you what the packaging is like. The last one that I really like is the thong. This is the Olivia thong, and you guys, you would think that a thong would not be able to hold much in there, but these work just as well as the bikinis that I was just showing you. What I like is that these come in really nice packaging, already sealed up so you know that this is nice and sanitary. And you do get, just like if you're trying on bikinis at a store, you get this lining on the inside of the underwear so that you know it hasn't been worn, it's been nice and clean. And that just gives me a little bit more confidence. So I've generally found that the 2 bikinis run true to size, but they did tell me when I placed my order of the thong that these tend to run a little big. So I wear like a size small or a medium sometimes in the Victoria's Secret thongs. This is an extra small, and this fits me just like my mediums from Victoria's Secret. So I do think that while the other 2 bikinis that I tried are really true to size, you might want to size down if you get the thong. Cleaning these is really easy. All you do is just rinse them out the minute that you take them off. Then you just throw them in the washing machine, either all together or with your regular laundry, and hang them up to dry. These range in price from about $24 to $32, and I actually think that's pretty fair. You spend about that much on a pretty pair of underwear from Victoria's Secret, and that underwear doesn't work for your period. So I think that you're getting a lot for your money, especially since they just work. Like, I'm willing to pay for something that just works, and this absolutely works. And in addition, I don't feel like a grandma in these. I actually feel like they look pretty good on me. They still have a really cute style, and so I think the price point is pretty fair. So that's everything that I wanted to cover about the details that you will find on their website, but I think maybe what more of you might be here for is my own opinions, the things that you can't find on their website. So let me talk about that. I'm not even gonna pretend like I was confident in this product when I first got it. I was extremely skeptical and very nervous getting started with these, but I felt like I didn't have any choice but to give them a try, so I went ahead and did it. So as I mentioned, now that I'm still kind of getting my hormones balanced back out after having 2 babies, I somewhat know the window of when to expect my period, but it's not like it used to be before I had kids, where I knew the exact day that my period was coming. So I have a window of like maybe a 2 to 3 day window of like, it's probably coming sometime around now. So the first thing that I did with these underwear was really to just wear them in those days leading up to my period. So I wore, just all day long, I wore the Mia bikini, and I just kept it on all day until I felt that my period had started. And this was so awesome for giving me just some confidence, knowing that I have 2 tampons worth of blood that this will catch and absorb if I can't get to a tampon right away. And that's really the next thing that I want to talk about, is that on the Lilova website, they do say that this underwear is probably not going to be safe enough or absorbent enough for your heaviest days. And I actually found that to be true myself. On those heavy days, I have to have a tampon. But what I loved about using these underwear were that on those days, I wore the underwear as the backup instead of a panty liner or a pad. And again, because I hate pads and because I hate panty liners, it just felt so good to be wearing something that felt like underwear, but still know that if that tampon gave out on me, I did have more protection there. I could wear jeans, I could wear a dress, I could wear whatever I wanted to wear and not fear stains. For me personally, I only have really 1 day of a really heavy flow, and after that it goes to a medium flow and then it kind of tapers off. And for every day except for those first 2 kind of heavy days, all I used were the Lilova underwear. And in fact, on the first day, I wasn't even totally sure if I had gotten my period. Like, you know when you can kind of feel things are happening? And usually if you're wearing a pad, you can see the evidence of your period starting. But for me, I thought I felt that initial bleed happen. The first chance I got, I went to the bathroom, and not only did the underwear not feel wet, but there was also no, like, the underwear themselves didn't feel damp or anything. So I thought, okay, maybe I just peed a little, I don't know. But it did turn out that my period had started, and the underwear was so good at absorbing the bleeding that it was almost like a period had never happened. And that was a big question that I had, was, am I going to be walking around feeling wet all day? Because that is absolutely not acceptable to me. And I did not have that experience at all. The only thing I can say is that you know when it's time to go change the underwear because you start feeling some dampness. Now, nighttime was another big question mark for me because I thought, you know, the worst thing that could happen is to wake up with a leak in the middle of the night. I just hate that so much, and I've had that happen a lot of times with a pad. I didn't wear the thong at night because it's just not comfortable, but I like to wear the Mia bikinis at nighttime, and I've had no problem whatsoever. So I just wore these in a t-shirt and I was totally comfortable. I had no leaks throughout the night. I didn't find that when I moved around the underwear bunched up. I slept all night long comfortable, not having to wear a bulky pad or pants that I don't like wearing, and knowing that I was safe and protected. So it's just been a lifesaver for me at nighttime. If you're wondering what to do with the underwear if you're out on the go and need to change them, I recommend just keeping a small wet bag with you. This is something that we carry at thesensiblemama.com, and I love these things. They're so versatile. But these are PUL lined, which means that they hold liquid and everything in. So you can just dump your underwear in a wet bag like this and keep it in your bag with you until you get home and can wash them. Like I said, I do carry these at thesensiblemama.com, and I'm placing a restocking order today. And because I think a lot of the Sensible Mama squad is going to be buying these underwear, I'm going to make sure that I keep this wet bag in stock so that if you want to get a wet bag to go with your underwear, it's something that you can get at the Sensible Mama, and they're at a really affordable price too. So guys, I think that's all that I have to say about the Lilova underwear. I hope that you found this review helpful. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I do have a 20% discount code for you guys. So if you want to try some of these underwear, make sure you click down below, click the link to the Lilova website and use my code MAMA20 to save 20% off. Love ya, mean it, always, mwah, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.